everyone. Today I'm going to tell you the story of The Lion King 2. Once upon a time, there was a ceremony. It was Kiara's birth. They called it the ceremony. King Simba and Queen Nala were the parents of Kiara. But Timon and Pumbaa didn't know Kiara was a girl. They thought Kiara was a boy. But Rafiki said, "It is a girl." "Girl?" "Yeah, girl," the two of them said, "Oi," as they tumbled, lying on Pride Rock. Then Kiara was about to go outside to play. Then Simba caught her and put her back on Pride Rock. "Where are you going in such a hurry, Princess?" said Simba. "Kiara, mind your father," said Nala. "Yes, Mom," said Kiara. "Remember," said Simba, "stay away from the Outlands." Kiara went away. Then Simba said, "Keep an eye on her," said Simba. As Timon and Pumbaa went off, charging to find Kiara, they noticed they would be caught if they would charge. So they sneaked. Then Kiara noticed two guys in the grass. She got startled. It was Timon and Pumbaa. They made Kiara go to the edge of a cliff, and she fell in some water. Pumbaa jumped, but accidentally he didn't get to find Kiara because he was sitting on Kiara. Timon pretended they had a phone. "Oh, Simba, we found your daughter. Bad news. We have a warthog on your daughter." Pumbaa noticed that he was only sitting on Kiara. He said, "Oh, sorry." But when they were arguing about their food, Pumbaa was saying, "Slimy." Timon was saying, "Great." When they were arguing on the grubs, Kiara sneaked away. Then she ran into the place she was forbidden to go, the Outlands. She bumped into another cub. Culver was his name. But when they were both standing on a crocodile, they ran away. Then they were on safety. So then they were back on their speaking. "You were brave," said Kiara. "My name's Culver," said the other cub. "You were brave too," said Culver. "I'm Kiara," she said. At that moment, Simba came. "Zira, I thought I had banished you long ago. Now you and your cub get out," Simba said in anger. "Stop, we're finished here." "Oh no, Simba, we have just begun." So they two left. "Kiara, what were you doing?" "You put yourself in danger," I had forbidden you to never go to the outlands, said Simba. So Simba reminded her, we are one. So at the bottom of Pride Rock, Simba made one of the ledges to get to Pride Rock, her own home. Meanwhile, Zero scolded Corvo for playing with Kiara, because they were evil. But Corvo decided not to be like his father. When Zero carried Corvo to his bed, after he was asleep, Zero sang a song. The next day, Corvo was fully grown. I must kill him. He didn't know Simba yet. Then, Kiara also grew up. Daddy, said Kiara, you have to promise I can do this on my own, said Kiara. She was going on a hunt. Simba did not keep his promise. Instead, he broke it, because he thought Kiara still needed babysitters like Timon and Pumbaa again. When Kiara was chasing antelope, Timon and Pumbaa were startled because the antelope were stampeding, and they got startled from Kiara. She was mad. What? Father told me I can do it on my own. Daddy broke it. No, he thought you were in danger. He knows I'm an adult and I can take care of myself. Then there was a fire in the Pride Lands again. It surrounded Kiara and saw a ledge. She tried to climb up. She made it to the top and fainted. At that moment, Corvo came. He realized she was the lion from childhood. He carried Kiara to safety in the Pride Lands, where there was no fire, but smoke. At that moment, Simba approached. I consider to join your pride. No, you are banished with the other outsiders. I have left the outsiders with a crime I didn't commit. So then, Simba said, Corvo said, give me a judgment to who I am. Simba said, all right, we'll see who you are. And when they were going in the cave, Simba still didn't trust Corvo and did not let Corvo come in the cave with the rest of the lions. And then Simba had a horrible dream. The dream was that his father slipped off a cliff and Corvo pushed him with his dad in a stampede of wildebeest. Simba woke up startled with that horrible dream. The next morning, he was going outside, thirsty, and was drinking water. So then, Corvo was about to attack Simba. But before he could do a single hit, Kiara said, good morning. Then they both left. Corvo had failed because Simba had left. And then Kiara pounced on Corvo before his counting could finish. And then they were learning how to hunt. And Corvo accidentally pounced on Timon. But he didn't need him. So there were too many birds in the way. That Pumbaa kept on missing and missing because the birds can fly. And then Kiara roared, and Corvo did too. Roar! All the birds were flying away. Timon had grabbed one bird's feet. He liked the ride, but by an accident, they approached a herd of rhinos. So then, they ran away. Then they saw a small cave that all four couldn't fit in. Timon and Pumbaa got out, but Kovu and Kiara were stuck in the cave. But soon, they were out. "Hey, come on, you two," said Timon. And then Kovu and Kiara were looking at the stars. "My father told me that the great kings of the past are up there." Rafiki led them to some place called Upendi. After that song, this time Simba let Kovu come in the cave. The next morning, they were walking and accidentally they were in the outlands. There were so many lions and even the leader, Zira. "Well done, Kovu," said Zira. "Just like we always planned." Simba said in anger, "You!" "No, I didn't have anything to do with this." There wasn't time for Kovu to explain. Instead, attack! And then they all tried to bite Simba. He tried to attack, but Kovu wanted to save his life. But he fought and got some lions. One lion hit him and he landed on a rock and got knocked out. That time, Simba fell from the cliff, but he didn't die like his father did. Zira said, "Yes, we've got him." They tried to chase Simba, but there was a pile of logs. Simba tried to climb up to the Pride Lands. Nuka catched up and caught his foot. And he said, "This is my moment of glory." Then a log slipped where his hind feet were, and he fell with them, and a log blocked his face inside the pile. His neck was in the pile, and Simba got to the top. Kovu didn't know, and Zira thought Kovu had made the logs loose and fall on Nuka, and gave him a scar on same eye where his father's scar was, and it was also the one that his father had. Kovu's father was Scar, who is not the part of the movie. So Kovu ran away. Zira said, "Simba is weak and injured. Now is the time to attack with force." Then Simba got better very quick. So then he saw Kovu. "Exile," he said to him. Because Simba noticed who he was. He was the son of Scar. But he wasn't like him. Kiara tried to rescue him, but Simba would not let her do that because he thought Kovu was going to hurt him and then go. But he wasn't. Kiara was the girl she was in love. And Kiara followed Kovu when the animals had gone, and his father blocked every way to see Kovu. Then she didn't know. And they saw their reflections in the water. Wolf said, "Look, we are one." Then there was an attack at a cliff near Pride Rock. It was the same cliff where Simba and Kovu were alone. This time there was the whole pride, double prides. At that moment, Kiara and Kovu raced to the attack. Kiara shouted, "Daddy, this has to stop. A wise king once told me, we are one." Then the lions thought Kiara noticed Kiara was telling the truth. Then they started to join Simba's pride. This time, Zira was alone. Not a single lion did join her. "This is for you, Scar," Zira said to Kovu. Kiara lunged at her, and they both fell down a steep gorge. The pile of logs were broken, and there was a storm of water that filled the gorge. Kiara tried to save Zira, but she failed. Zira fell in the river, and she died. And then Kiara and Culver were together, and Simba and Nala were together, and they four went to the edge of Pride Rock. "Roar!" said Culver. "Roar!" said all 4 lions. A voice from the sky came. It was Mufasa. Well done, my son. We are one.